And finally, this exercise actually is not an assessment. It's one to prove that you passed the assessment or you get it failed. The goal is just let you identify any area for improvement. Maybe during this exercise, you will find some strength of your team or some weakness that you have to minimize to prevent so it will happen in the real operation. So this is our objective of the desktop exercise. Okay, so now I will talk about the training material, where you can find it and the location and what you have to prepare for the exercise. So this image actually is the Comply Physics 5. So first of all, I will talk about you have to prepare for some manual check-in form. So here is the location. It is under the grant service, and then you will see there is a folder called the menu kits, and then you will find 5 items here, and then you have to download this 5 item and prepare it for the exercise. And the second one is the training materials. So apart of the forms, and then the materials is very important that to you to complete the exercise. So there are line items here, and then I will go through it one by one, that how to use it in the later part. So this is the location. So different from the forms, it is under the airport service form and public announcement. And then you will see there is a menu kit under the passenger service folder. And for the desktop exercise training materials, so we will start in another folder. It is under the training materials folder. And then, so when you open the training material folder, and then you will see the passenger service. And then you have to click the menu check-in and boarding materials, and you will see the desktop exercise. And there are line items you have to download and prepare for the exercise. Okay. And the other ones, other materials, you also have to prepare for the manual bathtub and the stamp boarding pass. So, and the highlight pad, and this is very important for the desktop exercise. And so far, any questions for the menu check-in material introduction and preparation? If no, then I will move it to the next part. Okay, so I will give a key highlight of the desktop exercise and the implementation. So what is about the exercise scenario? So this is an unexpected system outage after the counter open. So you will experience, so the system is suddenly down. So after the counter open, and then there are three type of passenger actually will include in this scenario. So and then we will one is for the web check-in passenger, so one is for the system check-in passenger, and some of the passenger is not check-in. And then we will use the flight is a A320 Nero, and then the destination flight that actually the flight number, date, and the route that you can modify to suit your station requirement. And then I will show you the passenger manifest that there is a flight number and the date actually is fixed. But actually you can amend it to fit your station requirement. And the booking, I will introduce it later, but I just give you a brief information. So what is included in this desktop exercise before I go through it deeper. And the flight booking actually is full. It's a full house, 100 186 per 2 infant. And in this scenario, because this is an unexpected system outage, so there is already have 128 one passenger one infant checked in already. And then we have to target to check in 18 passengers. This is including 58 not check-in passenger and 30 check-in check-in passengers. So for the baggage acceptance, if the passenger have any SSR with the PC 2030 or CX 23 and 22, then we will have to check in at least one check-in bag. For the boarding scenario, and then we will prepare two scenarios. One is for the web check-in document verification at the boarding gate, and the other one is for the offload passengers. So for the manual check-in desktop exercise, so we will expect it will spend around 4 to 5 hours. For the location, so you can conduct the manual check-in in the classroom, or you can reserve the check-in counter and the boarding gate to make it more realistic. So it depends your resources on the date. And for the minimum participant and requirement, so it is at least 7 participants for the exercise. So one is for the local trainer, and one is for the counter in charge, and one is for the gate in charge, and the counter and the gate staff, at least 4, they can be the same participant. But for the local trainer, counter in charge, and gate in charge, you cannot assign the same position because they have their unique position have to achieve during the exercise. For the requirement, so all of the participants must be complete the manual check-in e-learning and the recurrent, and then there is a recurrent of the exercise will be every 24 months.
Paula, there's a message from the K-san in the chat room. Thank you.
Okay. Oh. So this is just our target. It depends on the time. So I will talk about the time frame in the later part. So this is our target. If it's already out of the time, it is not necessary you have to compete all the ATX passengers. So this is our target only. Okay, so this is just the brief information here, and then I will talk about how to execute it later. Okay, so for the exercise, so relate a facilitator. So you can assign anyone to be a facilitator if you think it is suitable. So it can be the HKE personnel. So it can be the station representative or our trainer, the local trainer. So this is their role and the responsibility if you're being as a facilitator, and there is some tasks they have to do. So first of all, if you act as a facilitator, so you have to prepare the necessary materials like the forms and the reports. And then before you execute the exercise, so you have to do the briefing to explain so why and what is the goal of the exercise. So and what is your expected learning outcome through the exercise. And also you have to provide some background of the exercise to the participant to let them understand what they have to do. And then you have to keep each sessions on time. So because during the exercise, it is not only for the preparation. We also have the check-in and the boarding and the debriefing. So as I mentioned that the exercise, you have to run around 4 to 5 hours. So this is our target. So we have to complete all the tasks within the 5 hours with the over one. So you have to make sure that each session will not overrun. And we have to complete on time. And also you have to support and clarify to give the guidance to the participants if they have any inquiry, but it doesn't mean that you have to take over their task. You have to just facilitate them to achieve it. And also you have to, as an observer and evaluator, to make sure that they meet the standard, and then the performance is meet our standard. And then you also have to identify, is there any gaps in between the knowledge and skill? And then also you have to do the debriefing after the exercise to provide any feedback during your observation. And finally, you have to submit some document. So there are 2 documents you have to submit to us after the exercise. So one is the attendance record, and the second one is the competency checklist. So this checklist I will introduce later, that it is as a tool that's to assist you to do the observer and evaluate the staff performance and whether they can compete or adherence to the procedures. Okay, so this is the main course now, and I prepare the menu check-in desktop facilitator guide. So this guide is just let you know how to run the exercise, and also it is provide the step, so how you do the preparations. So when we inform you, you have to conduct the menu check-in exercise, and then also you how to run it, and so what is the follow-up. So let's like the debriefing, and like you have to send us the what kind of the document you have to send to us, because to ensure so the menu check-in desktop exercise is consistent across all stations without any deviation. So everyone actually is use the same information and the same materials without any inconsistency. Okay, and I will show you now. Okay. Okay, so in this facilitator guide, so you will have a overview of the menu check-in desktop exercise. As I mentioned that as a facilitator, so you have to provide, so what is our goal of the menu check-in? So this is the unexpected system outage. So after the check-in counter open. So the objective actually is we have to make sure that the participant understand the menu check-in and boarding procedures. So this is the minimum requirement of the participant. So I won't go through it again because I have mentioned it before. So for here, So when you is for the preparations periods to the desktop exercise day. So basically, we will inform you that 2 months before the exercise, then you have to arrange the menu check-in in your stations. Okay, and then so you have to roster the target participant, and then you have to reserve the counter and the boarding gate. If it is not make it happen, then it is okay. You can do it in a classroom. And then for the final checkpoint is the 7th day before the exercise. So you have to confirm the final participant list and the desktop exercise location to our team, the passenger service team. And then also you have to prepare the menu check-in desktop exercise material, signage, and form. And I have introduced and ran through it. You can download in the Comply Physics 5. And then you have to send the document, so after the exercise, to our team. Okay, so this is so what you have to prepare, and what is the coordination in between the passenger service team and the station. Okay. As I mentioned that as a facilitator, so you have to observe and evaluate, so whether the in charge and the agent, they can able to carry out the procedure. So I prepared the forms. We call the menu check-in desktop exercise competency checklist. So this checklist actually there are 4 parts. So one is for the 5 part. One is for the preparation. So you will see there is a checkpoint for the facilitator. That is, and then if you see a dot here, it means they are the observed target, the CIC. So for the example, at the preparation, so whether the CIC report the system outage to the AOS or prepare the following forms and then distribute to the agents and conduct the briefing. And the second part is for the menu check-in commands. So actually, this is for the procedure. And then we have to observe whether the CIC and the agent can able to, for example, cause off the not checking passenger to check the for the long check-in passenger. So this is the checkpoint. Actually, the checkpoint is the procedure. And then you have to observe whether they can achieve it or not. And then if no, then you have to mark the remarks, or you have any observed that you wanted to mention here, then you can put it here. If you see there is black here, it means that this is not the target observed. They are not the target observer. Okay. And this is for the menu check-in counter closed. And this is for the boarding gate. And the boarding gates closed. And finally, so you can give your comment here. And this one actually you can use is for your debriefing to give any concrete feedback that what they have doing very well or any room for the improvement that you observe during the exercise. And finally, there is a reminder. So you have to submit this report along with the attendance record as well.
Chửi người ta nghỉ hết mẹ.
So actually this PowerPoint I have already add the hyperlink. So when you receive this PowerPoint, actually you can click here and then you will direct you to the facilitator guides. And I have also add some hyperlink in the facilitator guide to guide you how to access the relevant information. Okay, so this is for the the menu check-in exercise complexity checklist. And for the check-in counter, so as I mentioned that you have to, our target is check-in 88 passengers, including 50 non-check-in passenger and 30 check-in passenger in total. So after we revamp our desktop exercise at the menu check-in handling, so you only receive one report from the AOS recall the passenger manifest. Okay, so all the flight information and the passenger booking, you can find it here. Okay, so this is for the flight booking. As I mentioned that the flight deployment is a A3200. So actually, if based on this booking count, actually is full, and the checked-in passengers actually is only one. Actually, is half passenger already checked in, and this is the gender breakdown. Okay, and this is as this desktop exercise, the background is the system done after check-in counter open. So you will see that there is some checked baggage already. Okay, so that's why, and in this checked count, actually it is including the system check-in passengers and the web check-in passengers. Okay, so you can see that for the check-in state here, this is for the system check-in, DCS check-in passenger, and the lot check-in, and some passenger actually is check-in by themselves. This is the web check-in passenger. So what you have to do, so during this exercise, you have to check in all web check-in passenger. If you find that if you find the this report, the passenger with the SSR, with the MCI and WCI, with the checked status, so you have to issue the boarding pass. And also, not check-in is mean that the passenger is not check-in. So it's total 88 is you completed. But it is not all the there are actually is 19 page. You see there are 25 page, but so when you print it, so you can print a total 25 page, or you can just print from page 1 to page 19. And so when you study this report, actually is not each page have to check the it's not have the passenger you need to check in. So if you as a facilitator, so you have to guide the agent, so what kind of passenger they have to check in and what they have not. So when you can check the passenger with the red chain and the not check-in passenger is total 88. And the second one is if you find that the not check-in passenger or the red check-in passenger with the SSR like the PC20 or PC30, 32, then you have to add one checked baggage to the passengers. Okay.
cái tài khoản mà AGS Training á, mà học viên người ta hay đăng nhập á, thì là nó có kiểu vào được trong ổ đĩa không? Training Center không?
Sorry, I clicked the
Đúng không?
guide. Okay, so this is one you have to prepare for the passenger manifest, and then you have to prepare another one is the
Cái gì
zip map.
trưa nay thì mình xin nói về
So this is the zip map that so the highlight actually is for all the passenger check-in. This is include the system check-in passenger and the web check-in passenger. So as if you refer to the passenger manifest, so there are 128 passengers already check-in. So if you count the highlight here, it should be 128 highlight here. So you have to prepare the passenger manifest and the menu zip map for the exercise. And of course, some forms you have to download in the compliance physics file. Under the menu kit. So the final score sheet, this one you have to calculate the final check-in count for the check-in counter and the boarding gate, and the menu back sheet, and the menu gate comment list, and the shut-out form if any passenger we have to offload at the boarding gate. And this one is for the travel document type reference guide. So this one is assist you to find any for the document type here. So of course, most of the travel document is the passport and the type is P. If you find an other passenger's travel document, if you have no idea, so what is the type code, then you can refer to this guide. Okay, and the other highlight in this passenger manifest is the because this is not the real menu check-in, so there is no passenger will give you the passport here. So you have to give the message to the participant that we no need to check their passport detail. We assume it is all correct. However, if some not check-in passengers, there is no document information here, and they have to fill it. So you can make it up. So for any document type, okay, to make sure that they have to fill this part. And then you can just maybe, Tony, you have a questions?
Oh, sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
This the passenger manifest. We can see the status checked and online check-in, including
Yes, right.
mobile check-in and
Mm.
web check-in. This checked and online check-in would be in the yellow highlight in the
Seat
map, the seat map.
Yes, right. Yes, you're right.
Okay. So this is the seat map which is highlighting in yellow. This is included in for the check the passengers where are the online check-in passengers, right?
Yes, you're correct. So you can see here the checked count is 128. So when you count the highlight, it should be the same. Because
Okay, thank you.
we set the formula, actually the system will already default. So if the status just changes to check in the Excel. So because this is the exercise, we won't send you the Excel file. So that's why we just extract the necessary part and then convert it as a PDF form for the exercise. But for the real operation, I can show you. I just want to make sure that so everyone use the same information for the exercise. But for the real operation, the AOS actually will send you the passenger manifest. It is an Excel format. Like this. Okay. And then you will see the seat map to the corresponding aircraft type. So because this flight is operated by the A320, and then you have to select in the real operation. I mean, you have to print the correct one. But if you select the other aircraft type, actually you will see the highlight here because there is a formula already set here. But there, if you use the wrong one, because the different aircraft type will have the different seat row. So if you use the wrong one, then it will be make you cannot calculate the final score correctly. So that's why when you receive this passenger manifest, you have to make sure which aircraft type deploy on the date. But for the exercise, we just convert it as a PDF form. So I think it won't have any problem. So you can just distribute to the in charge and the agent and then just start the exercise. Okay. And you will see here, there is the flight number UO624 and the date. Because I have extract from the Excel and I can't delete it, but it is you can amend the flight number and the date and the route to fit your station. This is okay. If for example, is the exercise is conducted by the Fukuoka station, and then you can change the flight number and the date on the exercise day for the exercise day and the route Fukuoka to Hong Kong. But other than that, you can't change any passenger information here, even the booking card and the baggage score. Just you can amend only for the flight number, date, and the route. Okay, so I will also set the add the iPad link here that when you click here and then you will direct you to the the menu seat map. Okay, so this is for the menu for the check-in part. For the final score, sheet. So if you complete 88 passenger check-in, so there is the answer for the check-in counterpart sessions. So if you check in 88 passenger, actually is total 188 plus 2 infant. So this is the sample for the how to fill the final score sheet. So the 24, 34, 0, and 1 actually is the non-check-in passengers. So for the check-in passenger, because they already check in, and then they actually is included in the blue figures, because this one actually is included in the booking card here. This is for the gender breakdown. So this one actually is the system check-in passenger, including the web check-in passenger. So when you calculate here, actually it should be 50x lot check-in passenger figures plus 1 infant. So if you compare all, so it would be total 180 180x per 2 infants. Sorry. It should be 186 plus 2. So I will many. Yeah, sorry. So this one is the this figure actually is the check the baggage acceptance before the system done. So you have to calculate the total number of the manual check the baggage in here. So because there is no exact answer here, because I have no idea. So how many manual check the baggage you will accept during your exercise. So this is give you some brief information that, so if you check in all the passenger, so the total acceptance is should be 186 plus 2 infant. And the zone breakdown, it depends. So you have to count how many highlight on the zone 1, zone 2, and the zone 3. And you have to write here. So this is for the check-in part. And for the boarding gate, so we prepare 2 scenarios. So one scenario is for the passenger. We have to verify the APES for the web check-in passenger at the boarding gate. But this scenario is only applied for the station, allow the web check-in at the boarding gate. I know some of the station is not allowed, like the Korean station, then you can skip this scenario. Okay, if your station is allowed this, is allowed web check-in, and then what you have to do. So this is the participant action. This scenario actually is we want to ensure that the agent, they will know how to perform the travel document check, and they are able to mark the SSR in the manuscript plan. So this is what we want. And for the material preparation, so you have to print the mobile boarding pass and the passenger passport. So this is the mobile boarding pass. And of course, this is depart from Hong Kong to Haneda, and then you can change to your station, like the Fukuoka to Hong Kong. But just only the date, flight number, and the route. For the seat, you can, and the name, you cannot change. And also, you have to prepare the passenger passport. Okay, so we have already target the passengers. So we will target this passenger actually is also included in the passenger manifest. So first of all, if you already check in 88 passenger, because it's include the web check-in passenger, if you, the facilitator, you have to make sure that whether this web check-in passenger complete the check-in at the counter. If this passenger already complete the check-in at the counter, actually, the check-in agent will issue the boarding pass to this web check-in passenger at the check-in counter, and also for the passenger manifest. So this is the target of the boarding for the boarding scenario 1. And then it should be a kick here. So because for the handling, if any web check-in passenger verify their document at the check-in counter, so when they show up, we have to mark the tag next to the passenger name. If this passenger already checked in the check-in counter, so what you have to do, first, you have to remove the tag to reverse it like the passenger without document check at the check-in counter. Second, so you have to take out the passenger menu boarding pass. Because if you use the menu boarding pass for the boarding, then it will be result in the duplicate boarding pass. Because at the boarding gate, so we no need to issue the boarding pass to the passenger. We just only mark the SSR, the WCI, MCI on the menu seat map to indicate that the passenger show up at the boarding gate and complete the document verification. And the passenger actually can use their mobile boarding pass for boarding. So that's why if the passenger already checked in at the counter, then you have to remove the tick and then you have to take out the menu boarding pass. So this is the action, what you have to do. So far, any questions here? Okay, if no, then I will move to the next scenario. The next scenario actually is we have to offload 4 passengers. So the 4 passenger, one is the system check-in passenger. So this is the passenger detail. The passenger sit in 14C with checked baggage. And the second one is the menu check-in passenger. So the facilitator have to randomly select any menu check-in passenger. And then you have to take out the boarding pass. But please do not take out any web check-in passenger. Any web check-in passenger is not our target. Because the web check-in passenger is already included in here. And then 2 web check-in passengers. So one is the 31C, and the other no baggage, and the other one is 21E with baggage. 1 baggage in 12 kilo. And also we have another passenger manifest for the facilitator, and this is the detail of the offload passenger. So you can find it here. And this is the second one. And this is the first one. And for the fourth one, so you have to check any not check-in passenger check-in at the counter, and then this is your target. So finally, we have to offload 4 passengers. Okay. So before you start the boarding, so you have to collect all the menu boarding pass from the counter in charge. After the menu check-in closed, so you have to keep the facilitator actually have to keep the boarding pass, and then you have to take 1 menu boarding pass, and also you have to prepare the menu seat map the facilitator use. Okay. So this is what you have to do. So first of all, so you have to return all the manual boarding pass to the gate in charge to perform the boarding. Okay, and keep one for offload. Keep one for offload. So, and then you have to calls off because some of the passenger, if the passenger have the manual check-in boarding pass, then of course you have to collect the boarding stop and then you cross off the seat here. Okay, so after you cross off all the highlighted seat with the manual boarding pass, and then you will find that there is some remaining highlight without cross off. Okay, in this case, then you have to present this menu seat map to the gate in charge or agents to cross off the remaining highlight seat. Okay, so after they cross off the remaining seat number, and then you will find that there are 4 seat highlight seat number without cross off, which is 14C, 21E, and 31C. And the other one is the manual check-in passenger. So total 4. So that's the reason why when you select the manual check-in passenger, so you have to make sure that you won't select the red check-in passenger because the red check-in passenger is actually included in the in advance the highlight in advance. So far, any questions for the scenario 2? If no, then I will move to the last part for the document submission. As I mentioned that, so when you complete the desktop exercise, you have to send the attendance record and the competency checklist within the same day. Because this passenger manifest is for the exercise only, but because I extract this flight from the real flight, even though I just amend some passenger name and the passport detail, but you still have to when you dispose of this printed document, so you also have to, according to your local data protection rules, to dispose the manual check-in passenger manifest and all the documents. And here is the exercise time frame. So for the whole exercise, it will spend around 4 to 5 hours. So for the first 15 minutes, you have to do the preparation and distribute the forms to the agents and then do the briefing. And also, we will spend 25 minutes for the preparation in charge that to check the passenger manifest, so any special or the flight, and then check the seat map and so on. And then for the manual check-in, we will spend 2 hours for the check-in part and 20 minutes for the counter close. For the final calculation, and then also you have to deliver the manual check-in report and form to the gate in charge. And also we will spend 1 hour for the manual boarding procedures and 20 minutes for the flight editing and 30 minutes for the boarding pass. to collect the boarding pass, and also it involve two scenario. So the first scenario, so you have to conduct in the flight editing for the flight preparation, and the second scenario actually we have to conduct within the next 30 minutes. And so finally, so we will spend 10 minutes for the boarding close. So, and also, you have to better reserve 10 minutes for the debriefing. So, all the materials, actually, you can download in the Compliant Physics files, or you can just click the link and then you will direct you to the document here. So far, any questions? If no, then the manager index, as some of you already heard that we will have a go now upgrade on 17 to 18 November. So before that, so we will arrange we will contact you to the for any affected station. So we will contact you to arrange the menu check-in desktop exercise, and then you have to complete it before 14th of November, just to make sure that you are familiar with the handling, and then there is to minimize also any issue. So when you have to carry out the menu check-in in the real operation. So, and then after that, we will send you the email, and then you have to advise the date and time, so for the exercise, and then you have to provide the participant list to us. So how many staff will join the join the exercise. So for the non-affected stations, so this is for the second phase. We will contact. This is the second phase. So after the go now upgrade, so and then we will contact you to arrange for the desktop exercise. So when you receive the information, the email, then you can refer to this facilitator guide and then to provide the necessary information and then get back to us. Okay, before I end this part, the briefing session, so far any questions? So if no, yes.
This is Julian.
Hi.
A question. When during the manual check-in process, we don't need to send the passport data to Hong Kong immigration for the Hong Kong IAPP clearance.
You mean the desktop exercise, right?
Yeah. No. Real the manual check-in process.
You mean
yeah.
This one I will leave it to the system team to get back to you. Yeah.
Okay. A second question. In Korea, even if we process manual check-in, we have to send the IPC data to Korea Immigration Service before releasing boarding pass. So that means we need to more additional action. So Korea team should send the passport data to Korea Immigration Service manually through some Korea Immigration website. That means we need more time to process the IPC clearance manually. So we have to consider the additional time to process manual check-in Korea team.
Yes. You mean the flight depart from Hong Kong to Korea, right? Or the Korean to Hong Kong?
No. I mean Korea to Hong Kong. When usually we during the live system, if we have a normal system use, system automatically send the passport data to Korea Immigration Service, and then they respond to us, it's okay, Paul, we can release the boarding pass. But during the manual check-in time, we are not able to use the system. That means we do send the passport data manually to Korea Immigration Service. Before,
can we obtain any exemptions for this time, or this is mandatory even though we apply it? So is it mandated, right? Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I contacted the day before yesterday immigration reject the waiver. We have to send manually.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will take note, and then I think also the performance teams is here. I think we understand that for the menu check-in, the time may be longer than the normal check-in. So we also we already know that. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So if no any question, I will stop here, and then I will send this recording and this PowerPoint presentation and to you. And then now, and also you can access the desktop exercise in the Comply 365. Yeah. For the other attendees, so could you might just send us the email, or you can just type your name in the chat box, because we have to record the attendance here. So to know how many participants to join this briefing session. And also your name and your station.
Hello, this is Tito speaking. I just one question to fax team. Is it okay?
Sorry, I'm not sure. Fax team is here. Fax team is not in this briefing session.
Okay, understood. So I would like to make sure again. So what duration will be effective for the system for the upgrades? I think in Japan, it should be effective for the Haneda station, right?
Haneda and Narita, 2 stations will be involved.
Narita is also okay.
Yes.
In that case, from in that case, even though the flight from Hong Kong to Narita or Haneda will be
It's
effective.
also yes.
For the city.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So in
correct.
that case, same as Julian-san, so it is necessary need to the submit the crew is okay, but the passenger the APIS information is necessary to over to the CIQ as well. So in that case, we need to pre-inform to the CIQ if really affected for the the not we cannot use the the system. So in that case, in this the session, so is there any Tokyo station team here? Japan station?
Yeah,
Nobody
Kenji
here.
I'm here.
Okay, so would you please check with the CIQ what kind of the information they need to submit the manually, and also it is better to notify to them in advance, please. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And Kara-san, also a question from the Kenji, another Kenji Date. Hi, I have some question regarding the local matter, so I will send the email later. Is that okay for you?
You mean the local map?
Local matter. The question including the local matter, so I'll send the email.
Yes, sure. If about is regarding to the IPI or any security clearance, so please include the FACI team in note.
Actually, I have a question about the training schedule and GHA matters.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I think maybe Kenny will send the other email to the affected team, so that you will be the affected station for the system upgrade event. So I think maybe this week. Yeah, so you will know whether you are the affected station. But I just know that the Korean station, Incheon, Jeju, Haneda, Narita, Beijing, and Manila is also included in the affected group. Yeah. Okay. Winnie, yes.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Kara, for the detailed elaboration of the menu check-in documentation and handling. Yes, to echo on Kara's message, there will be a number of affected stations for the 17th, 18th system upgrade. Actually, it's a whole Never-tier system upgrade, not only Go Now. So for those affected stations, there will be more communication to work with you on the preparation, including just now, Kara has mentioned exercise in advance. For those non-affected stations for this round, of course, menu check-in has to be prepared at all times. We don't know when will the system be outage, could be the queue system outage, could be Go Now system outage. So I understand this is a very detailed handling. I believe you all will need some time to digest. So feel free to raise your inquiry after your study and of course share with your team members. For those Japan team, Korean team, Taiwan team, Sam will be in Beijing, but I also asked Joe to look after the other Travel Sky station. They should also be menu check-in handling. Also for Kun Pepimon, Andrew for PQC, a non-Go Now station also require menu check-in handling. So please read my email and raise any inquiries or concerns or other issues if this is for the training, then of course to Kara's team. But if this is for the system, then to Kenny Kang's team and copy us airport services team. So once again, thank you. Take some time to study and also be prepared anytime. Hopefully no, but we have to be standby on any outage. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Winnie.
Thank you, Winnie.
Okay. So, any questions or anyone else? If no, then I will. Oh, yeah, one more thing. So for the menu check-in e-learning, please make sure all the in charge and the headquarters team and outstation team have to complete on or before 24th of October. Thank you.
Karen, would you mind to maybe send out some key days afterwards so that there's also a friendly reminder to everyone who has to comply action or whatever follow up before that day. And I hope, because there are quite a number of stations involved, especially affected station, can you kindly send out a high level recap of the days and the action required? Thank you.
Yes, sure. No problem. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. ありがとうございました。